trust the Graf spent a comfortable night, or as comfortable as these somewhat primitive conditions permit?
I've slept in worse places.
Of course. Your Highness's frontier campaigns in the service of the Alliance are rightly famous.
Are they indeed? Will the Alliance forgot them fast enough when I return home to find my half-brother claim the Levidian throne?
Oh, I thought your Highness had appealed that matter to the High Court of the Serenic Empire.
The appeal was rejected. After all I had done for the Alliance, not a word was said in my favor, not a single hand raised in my support.
Highness, it is not well to think of the past. There is still the future to make.
Good advice, Sholak. As always. So, Garen, we must talk of the future. In particular, this quite preposterous figure of 10 million opics.
I've already said that a close offer might be considered, Highness. Perhaps when I've shown you something of the planet.
One moment. These conditions of sale, do you maintain that they're reasonable?
Doctor, let's ignore this stranger and just concentrate on getting the first segment out of the strong room. We're wasting time.
Suppose he's after the same thing as we are.
The crowns.
Don't jump to conclusions about anyone or anything. It can lead you astray.
I'll try and remember that.
Good. And don't be sarcastic either. That can also get you into trouble.
Well?
If he is after the same thing as we are, maybe he's got a plan to get it out of the room.
Oh, so all we'd have to do is wait for him to get it. And then what?
On the other hand, he could just be an agent of the Blackguard.
The what?
Nothing. You're supposed to know about that.
About what?
About nothing. All you need to know is there might be some competition in our search.
I do wish you'd stop treating me like a child, Doctor. I'm nearly 140, you know.
Really? You're in wonderful condition.
Oh, thank you. What competition?
On the other hand, he might be just an innocent crook. It's fascinating, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yes.
Tell me, Garen, why is megalinic mining selling this planet?
Highness, I'm only the agent. Some shortage of liquidity, perhaps. They may require capital to finance some other project, who can say?
Yet they wish to retain the mineral rights in perpetuity.
Well, that's a common condition in these cases. It can't possibly affect the Graf's enjoyment of the property.
I think it could.
But Highness, a great 3 planet. The natives protected. My clients can't possibly begin mining here with all the importation of technology that would entail until Ribos has accorded at least grade 2 status.
When will that be?
As yet they haven't even discovered the telescope. Many of the natives believe that the planet is flat and that if they walked far enough they would fall off the
edge. Yes, that chap there in all the fur is Garon. And this is the first story of the Key to Time, the Ribos Operation. I've always wondered whether there was something more going on between the Graf Vindicay and Sholak in their relationship, because there's a scene, I think, at the end of the story where Sholak dies and the Graf Vindicay is terribly upset, which is, well, he might be, but I just from looking at that scene there, the way Sholak had his arm on the Graf Vindicay, whether there was some hint of maybe something more in their relationship. But of course, who can say? And lovely to see Mary Tam there for the first time as Romana. And instantly a rapport developing between Tom Baker and Mary Tam. I loved that sort of interplay, that relationship that was going on between them. I thought was very effective. The Key to Time, of course, would last for the whole season, which I don't think had been done before, to have a story arc in that respect. Possibly the use of the Master in season 8 is perhaps the nearest example we get to that. But no, this is quite a funny one with some very interesting characters in it. I always remember one particular character saying something like, I was right, wasn't I? And then dying. I think his name was Bostock later in the story. But yeah, a fine start to the season and some very amusing memories of that one.